What's going on, guys? Welcome aboard Life Launchpad, your go-to channel for practical advice and guidance to launch your dreams into reality. I'm your host, Andrew Shavina. Today, back with another video. Today, I'm coming back with another book club video. You know, one of these meetings, I said I want to do them weekly. There's other videos that I'd like to post. You know, I'm not trying to post too often. I'm not trying to post not rare enough like I did this past week. We're going to fix that. Don't worry about it. But I'm coming back with another book club video. You know, love book clubs. I'm still reading. I'm reading Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Absolutely beautiful book. And, you know, I still have a list of books I could talk about. So I'm going to keep throwing these in every once in a while when I can so that I could, you know, share the knowledge, share what I've learned, share what I can recommend for you guys. With that being said, though, today's book is quite possibly a book that everybody talks about on like their first, like every entrepreneur, when they talk about their first 5 books that they've read, you know, that are like started their business life. This is one of them, and that is you got it right, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Great book. It's a small little book. It's like camera size, but that being said, it's a good book. It talks about his early origin story of, you know, him being a child and how he got his understanding of money and the different system in the world there is. It's, you know, the title is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and in the story he depicts on how he has 2 separate fathers. Not really, but obviously he has one father. His father's a professor, some sort of like teacher at an institution, and he tells him that going to school, going to college, doing the safe routes is the smartest way about, you know, going ahead, like going about life, and the best way to set yourself to be, you know, safe and set up a career in your life. But he realized that his poor dad, quote unquote poor dad, didn't have the flexibility and freedom and money to spend as his friend's dad, who was the rich dad. I don't remember exactly what he did, but he taught him like business principles. He showed him different, like he shined this light on a whole new world that was like available to him, and it gave him this insight on the first ways and then how to understand it and how to like incorporate it and how to utilize this new information that he's gained for financial gain. And, you know, the story goes through him just talking about different ways, what to do, what, you know, I just flipped up to the random page and it says, the rich invent money. And it's just talking about the idea that money isn't like, it is a real thing, but it's just a concept thing. It just flows. It comes in, comes out. It's like, it talks about assets. It talks about liabilities, how you should have more assets than you should have liabilities, how your house is a liability, not an asset. Cars are liabilities, you know, stocks are assets, obviously different, just a bunch of different stuff like that. And he talks about the importance of understanding, you know, having financial literacy and financial education in like technical terms, because a lot of people don't have that, and it's hard to, you know, grow and get up and start something and like develop it into something without having the background knowledge, you know, the foundation for it and understanding it. So he teaches you that. He talks about taxes, tax benefits, how, you know, how rich use taxes, how to get ahead. And obviously he starts with getting started. Like he doesn't start with, he talks about how you should get started. And just, there's so much information, a lot of diagrams, a lot of notes, you know, it's put in like these points that you can easily follow and track. So it's easy to read. I remember reading this book a while ago. I was 16. I want to say I was 16 when I read this book. It's been a couple of years. 16, 17 is when I probably read this book. But it was just so much information that he talks about in his past story that really, you know, helped me. Just, I don't know, it was a great read to understand what he did to gain control of his life and his financial future so that he could be better prepared and, you know, get to the point where he is now. And now, you know, he's a multimillionaire. He does a lot of, he has his course, he has a YouTube channel, he has a lot of information that's publicly and freely available for you to go find out. So he's trying to help people get educated and, you know, just ease the way of financial freedom. So, and, you know, use his prior knowledge to help guide people into, you know, this freedom. But that's about all for the book. Great book. You know, if I had to give it a rating, rating for this book, I don't know. I feel like the knowledge in it is pretty, you know, essential. It's very simple, you know, it's knowledge that, like, once you become more experienced, obviously I can't say I'm experienced, but what I hear is people say it's like, it's one of the basic books, you know, it's like one of those foundations. You can't really get to calculus without learning algebra, and this would be like algebra. So, damn, I just made a math reference. That's crazy. I can't believe I just did that. But I give it like a 8.4, 8.3. You know, it's a lot of great information. Nothing too complex. It's very easy to read. It's a lot of pages, but it's, you know, the book's a little smaller, so it just reads by quicker. So it's definitely a great book. Definitely worth checking out. I'll throw the link in the description if you're interested at looking at the book, you know, buying it for yourself. I highly recommend it. If you're just getting started, perfect. If you're already down the road and you haven't read it, perfect. Still read it. It is a great book to have and read, and, you know, look back at every once in a while. You might consider reading this book again, you know, just to regain some of the helpful knowledge that it has. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, drop a like, subscribe. More book club meetings coming soon, more videos coming soon. Yes, I'm wearing a UNC shirt, UNC Tar Heel. I am now a Tar Heel. Funny story, I wanted to go there. I wanted to play basketball there. That was a dream, but, you know, that didn't happen. I want to be like Mike. Anyway, don't forget, the power to transform your lives lies within you. Don't stop learning. Don't stop growing. Don't stop watching towards your dreams. I'm your host, Andrew Savina, and you're watching Life Launchpad. Peace.